All right, everybody, Bryce here, coming at you with another real quick crypto market update. Wow, what a week, what a month, what a quarter. It's been just highly volatile, but it's been a lot of fun to trade. We've got a lot of big opportunities still on the horizon because this week the Federal Reserve cut rates for the third time this year. That was really big, okay? This signals that we're getting into an easier monetary policy. And, you know, that stuff is kind of easy to understand. But what was interesting and kind of hidden in the fine print was something called the reserve management purchases, where they said that they're going to be buying back bonds off the open market. Okay, not 30-year bonds, not 20-year bonds, kind of like what they did with QE. This is a little bit more reined-in version of that, where they said they'd be willing to go out 3 years and buy bonds. This would increase liquidity. It's effectively money printing, okay? RMP, reserve management purchases, and this has been the new buzzword, right? The new acronym that they're dropping, which is helping to support market prices. So we've got the rate cuts, we've got the RMPs going up to 3 years out of the curve, and but what's more important is not really what's happening right now, but what's about to happen in the future, where we've got a new Federal Reserve chairman that we're looking at, a guy named Kevin Hassett. Okay, he's Trump's inside man, and Trump is saying that Kevin's going to bring down the interest rates quick, fast, strong, and it's going to be a really, really interesting period. Already they're saying inflation's kind of coming back down. But joblessness is rising, okay? So you're having this unemployment kind of that's starting to rise. It's a really tricky thing to be navigating, and I certainly wouldn't want to be, the Federal Reserve chairman. It sounds like a pretty tough job. They've got their work cut out for them, but what we're seeing is that the market's only pricing in one rate cut for next year, and I think they're underpricing that, okay? And that's what's kind of key, right? So what's priced in right now is a pretty hawkish 2026 in terms of the Fed. But once that Kevin Hassett guy gets in, who prediction markets on Polymarket and Kalshi have him at 80% odds right now to be the next chairman, he'll probably be cutting quite a bit if he stays in line. So I'm very curious to see what that is. It seems like there's a little bit of a dislocation between market expectation versus what I think is going to be reality. Maybe people aren't fully accepting of that fact yet. But it should be pretty interesting, and I think it's going to make for an easier monetary policy. And why is that important to crypto? Why did I just spend 3 minutes talking about that? Well, because Bitcoin historically performs very, very well in a lowering rate environment, and I think that's what we're about to get. So anyhow, one of the other things that from a fundamental side of the market that I thought was super interesting and really important, just this morning, the SEC and the OCC, bank regulators, security regulators, they said that they have granted national trust charters, basically national bank charters, to Ripple, okay, that was big, and to BitGo, and I think 3 others, but those were the new ones. Those were the new big ones that really took the headlines by storm. So while that doesn't mean that Ripple and BitGo are going to be taking in deposits and starting to loan out like a normal bank, they will be able to do qualified custodianship and a whole lot of other things. And again, with these essentially no action letters and guidance, forward guidance letters for these two companies, it's very positive for the future of the industry, because now we have essentially crypto companies that are going to be acting as national trusts. Which is something that's been reserved really only for the really old guard sort of banks. So this is basically crypto coming in, modernizing, digitizing the future of finance. And this is what I'm here for. I am so bulled up on what's going on, and I think there's probably going to be maybe even a BitGo IPO here pretty soon next year. I think there's going to be maybe even a Ripple IPO next year. Who knows? I'm just speculating. But there could be some big moves in 2026. So guys, there's a lot to look forward to. And of course, Bitcoin's kind of been trading around in a pretty tight trading range after it nuked all the way to $80,000 per coin. There was sovereign wealth funds that were buying, by the way. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, went on TV and he was telling Forbes and all these different entities that sovereign wealth funds are buying Bitcoin. He said they're buying incrementally from 120 to 110 to 100 to 90 to 80. And they'll be buying lower and they'll be buying higher. So you now have some of the deepest pocketed, largest investment groups in the world that are slowly dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. So if it's good enough for them, it's probably good enough for me, and it's probably good enough for you. But when Bitcoin starts to turn, we've seen Ethereum start to turn a little bit, Solana, and all the other smaller altcoins are starting to find at least their footing. Maybe they haven't spiked up yet, but that's probably good news, again, for both of us here, because you want to be buying while things are low and then selling once prices start to move higher. So right now, I think we're in a tremendous sort of window to be buying. Maybe we might even get a Santa Claus rally, who knows? A couple days before Christmas. Historically, the market likes to rally, and first week of January as well tends to be a really strong sort of performance window. So I like buying here, and then maybe if you're timing out short-term sells, short-term trading windows, maybe selling a little bit in early January after a big move off these lows. But again, long-term, I think this is incredible value. And I'm super excited. Again, you're seeing some great stuff from the regulatory front and the banking front. You're seeing great stuff from the monetary policy front. And you're seeing some technicals that are just oversold and looking primed for reversal. So a lot to look forward to. That's your crypto market update. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon. Oh, and also real quick, by the way, if you're not already subscribed to a research service where you could get actionable buy and sell signals, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, video content, all sorts of learnings to take you from a crypto beginner to a crypto pro, or if you're already a crypto pro, going from a crypto pro to a crypto master, well, guess what? I've got a little invite for you, okay? Because for $1, I'll give you a 1-week trial to Crypt Nation, okay? You could come, you could see, do everything that you want with us for 1 week. And if you're not totally sold, hey, no worries. But I want to give you that 1-week trial for $1. Click the button below, click the link, and I'm very confident you're going to enjoy and you're going to want to join. So we'll see you inside. Take care.